Frank, just wanted to know what you thought of the defense, specifically with that starting group, and it's something I know you've been monitoring throughout the season, but how about that impact tonight?
Yeah, much better than it's been. And, we learn about our group a little bit every game, and we make our adjustments. And, our group has a great way of talking things out and having a group intelligence. Our coaching staff really evaluates what we're doing on a game-to-game basis. And, very proud of the defensive performance tonight. Boston had been a number 2 rated offense in the league over the last 10 games, and our defensive rating, which is the metric we use to measure our defense, was 104, which would rank second. So, big growth from the other night against the Clippers. We limited the 3-point line, and our guys played with great competitive spirit.
Frank, just so many different results from last game, especially with the same starting group. I think the only other game that this group has started, the rebounding, the defense. What were some of the really key differences that you feel like from the last Boston game that this group really expanded on?
Well, we rebounded the ball better, and we contained the ball better, and we had a much stronger presence in our gaps, which is the guys behind the guy on the ball, and a strong emphasis to double team less. To put more onus on the man guarding the ball to man up and guard his own. And if our help is in place and early, and talking, you give the guy on the ball confidence to pressure up. I thought we had a lot of good sequences with Russell, with Talon, with Avery, where those guys were gaining confidence because of the help behind them.
Frank, it was another strong game for Russ tonight. If I'm not mistaken, he hasn't missed a game all season long. What's been the
Correct.
most reliable thing that he's brought to the season thus far for your group?
Well, I'd say pace and paint attack. You know what I mean? Obviously, the energy and the edge that he plays with, is always good for your group. But he's relentless in attacking the basket. And how the defenses guard him. They try to sag and they try to get under and all that stuff, and he still finds a way. And, if he's touching the paint and making great decisions when he gets there, it gives us a lot of offensive support.
Frank, along those lines with Russ, he had 15 points tonight in the third, and this is, now like the 4th or 5th time he's had these scoring outbursts in quarters where he's had like 15 plus. What are the factors that go into that you kind of see when he is having a game like that? Yeah,
it's different every game. I mean, he plays essentially the way we rotate. He and Bron, he plays almost the whole first and almost the whole third. So his numbers are going to be bigger in those quarters. And that's coming out of halftime. A lot of times we've talked about the slow third quarters that we've had. So we're challenging our guys to win the third quarter on a gamely basis, and maybe that's part of it. But I think just the minutes and usage are up in those first and third quarters.